Morning, Wilma, Krista, good to see you. Gonna let on a few more people and then we'll get warmed up. All right, there's Marion. So today I'm gonna do a little different. I'm gonna explain the workout first, because then we'll do the warm up and then you'll be warmed up still. Does that make sense? So I'm going to explain the workout first and then we'll do our warm up. So to start for today, we have a part A and a part B that we're going to get through. So part A is going to be 3 rounds. It's 3 different exercises. So the first exercise is going to be a push-up with a shoulder tap. With those ones, you can do them on an elevation or on the ground. So you're going to come into that high plank position, leading with the chest, coming all the way down so that chest is meeting between the hands. When you get to the top, you're going to tap that shoulder. So remember, you can do these on the wall as well, or a countertop, whatever you have. Just trying to lead with the chest. The second exercise, we have a Superman stick up. So with these ones, you're going to come on your stomach, and I'll give you another option if you're not coming on the ground. So you're on your stomach, you're going to reach over your head, lifting those feet up, and then coming back for a stick up. So the backs of your hands are up towards the ceiling. If being on the ground is not an option, you can do standing stick ups as well, or instead. The last exercise is going to be a side lunge to a 1-leg stand. So these ones, you're going to step to one side, wide stance, sending those hips back to that lateral lunge, and then coming up, nice tall stand on one leg. So that is part A. We can warm up now. Part B is 3 different exercises as well, but I'll explain that as we get there. Starting there, we're going to start with our march in place. I just find I always like we warm up and then I explain the workout and then you're not warmed up anymore. Oh. Okay, we'll add some arm circles here. So we're doing big or small. It's going either direction. Morning, Jesse. Awesome. Let's do a few squats, just warming up those knees and legs. So try to keep the weight in those heels. Do a couple more. Last one. Good. And then we'll go back to that march. I want you to try to get those heels up nice and high. Gotta move those arms. All right, let's bring those palms together. We're gonna open up in the chest, all the way opening up, and then going back to center. Try to keep those shoulders down. And then from there, after this one, we're going to do some of those stick ups. So we're spreading those fingers with carb, pulling down, squeezing at the bottom. And then all the way back on up. Good. So we'll be doing this motion today. Okay, let's go back to those squats again. And keep your chest proud. All right, I'm going to get you to come a little wider in your stance. We're doing some lateral lunges just because we do have some of these today. So widen your stance, trying to get those hips back. So sinking the hips back here. Knees are staying in the frame of the body. Slight hinge forward, you got it. So open up the hips. You should feel that in the inner thighs. Good. All right, we're gonna bring those feet together, a few hinges. So hands behind the ears. We're just gonna hinge towards the ground. And then a nice tall stand. So you're gonna feel that in the back of those legs. Awesome. We'll just do a couple more. Good. And now just shaking those legs out, moving those arms. We're gonna get right into it. And Jesse, I just explained the first part of the workout to everyone. So we are starting with 3 rounds of 3 exercises. The first one is a push-up with a shoulder tap. So remember, push-ups can be done on any elevation, either on the wall or countertop, couch, or the floor. You can do them from your knees as well. All right, let's get ready here. We're gonna go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So you've got push-ups with the shoulder tap. So you're gonna come down for that push-up, leading with the chest, all the way back up, tapping that shoulder. Big thing here is trying to lead with the chest, not the face. And you have 10 more seconds to go. That core strong. Nice, and resting on those. So the second exercise are those Superman stick-ups that I was telling you about. So that's on your stomach. If you don't want to get in your stomach, you can do standing stick-ups instead. Or side to side in the core. That's up to you. We're gonna go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So we're going to think about looking towards the ground, lifting those hands up. Feet are off the ground, and then we're coming back for those stick-ups. So this is a core exercise as well as working into those back muscles. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Back, so those hands are going up towards the ceiling. Almost there. We've got less than 10. Last one. And resting on those. So if you are on the ground, we're going to come on up. Those are harder than you think. So the third exercise is a side lunge to a 1-leg stand. So for these ones, 2 options. You can stay wide into that lateral lunge and then moving into that 1-leg stand. Or you can step into it and then kind of a push off into that 1-leg stand. So it's a little bit harder. So either staying wide into that lateral lunge, 1-leg stand, or a big push off. All right, let's get ready. So we're gonna do 30 seconds aside. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. So you can kind of see how my hips are sinking back best as I can, and then trying to come to that 1-leg stand. Try to keep the knees in the frame of the body. If the 1-leg stand part is too much, you can just stay in that wide stance and just moving into that lateral lunge on that one side. Good, you got 5 more on this side. And switching sides. We're gonna do the other leg. Go in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So you can see my chest is kind of coming forward a bit. We're keeping that back flat. Good, almost there. We have 10 more seconds. Last one. And stopping on that one. So that means we're going to go back to the top of those push-ups. You need a drink, grab a drink. We just have 2 more rounds to go. Deborah, I love how your cat is always a part of it. Cats love being on Zoom, I've learned. All right, we're back to the push-up with the shoulder tap. So again, another option, if you do want to come on the ground, you can either try on your toes or also on the knees. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. We're almost tucking that tailbone. You should be challenging here. We've got 15 seconds to go. Got it. Think of that exhale on the hard part. So the push up. Last one. And stopping there. So we're going to come back to the ground for those Superman stick-ups. Remember, you can always do the stick-ups from standing or any standing core instead. These ones are on the stomach. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So we want to lift up into the shoulders. And again, those feet are off the ground if you can. Hope it doesn't sound like there's thunder on the screen. It's the office on top of us. It's just, it sounds like they just wheel their chairs around all day. Good, one more. And stopping. On those, so we are coming back on up. We have our side lunge to a one leg stand. Take your time getting up. So we're back to those side lunges. Again, if that step up doesn't feel good for your knees, you can stay in that wide stance and just move to that one side without the step into one. We're going 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Just whatever your body needs. We're challenging that balance. So we bring that knee up. Awesome, keep it up. Don't need to rush these ones. Got 5 seconds. Nice, and switching sides. We're going 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Make sure you are keeping those heels grounded. Halfway there, you can do it. Good, last 5. And resting. There, all right, grab a quick drink. We have one last round. Back to those push-ups. This is our last time through. Last time. Whew. We're gonna go back to those push-ups. So thinking about starting in a high plank position if you are doing it on counter or on the floor. So that high plank, wrists are lined under the shoulders. We're going 3, 2, 1. Let's go. If you're finding it hard to get the chest, leading the chest, try and find a higher surface might help. Almost there, we got 15 seconds. You can do it, you can do it. One more, last one. And resting on those. So we're gonna head back down. We have those Superman stick-ups. Back to the ground or standing position, that's up to you. All right, we're here for 30 seconds. We're gonna go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. You do it, you're halfway there. So again, you should be feeling this in the core. Last 5, everyone, deep breaths. One more. And resting on those. So we're gonna come back to that standing position for those side lunges. 2 on one leg stand. Last one of part A. And if you want to add a weight for these ones, if you're just needing a little bit more, feel free to add that weight. We're gonna go in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So you can kind of hold it on whatever side. Nice following. Good, and that little push on up into that one leg stand. Just trying to get that balance. We can always use your toe to correct you. Last one more on this side. Whew. And switching sides. We're going 3, 2, 1, let go. You can do it, 10 more seconds. Good balance, everyone. Last one more. And resting. Awesome work. So that is part A, complete rapid drink. I'm going to explain part B as you take a drink. So part B is the same idea. So it's 3 rounds, 3 exercises. The first one is going to be slow mountain climbers. So for these, wherever you were set up for your push-ups, you're going to come into that plank position again. We're going to then think about lifting that knee up towards the chest, full extension of that leg back, and then switching sides. If your shoulders have had enough, you don't want to be in that position, you can do some high knees marching instead. The second exercise, we have an alternating one arm lift. So for these ones, if you have a weight, you're going to take that weight, we're lifting the weight up, and then we're going to press it overhead. So it's just lifting that weight up, that bicep, and then pressing overhead. 40 seconds, but we're going to switch sides. So that's one side, and then the other side. Then the last one is a front raise to side raise. So whether you have weights or not, it's going to be this motion. So standing tall, set the shoulders, front raise, and then into side raise. So if you have lighter weights, use those. If you have any cans at home, use those. If not, you can just stay in that lateral and just do some little pumps on those hands. All right, if you don't have those weights. Does that sound good? Or relatively good? I don't know if good is the word. All right, we're gonna get started. So we have our slow mountain climbers to start either on an elevation or on the ground. That is up to you. And again, you can do some high knees instead. Let's get ready. We're gonna go 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So same idea. I want you to try to stack the shoulders over those wrists best as you can. That chest is almost hovering over that surface. Having the rib cage. That core is strong. And these are slower mountain climbers, not fast. Really concentrating on the core. Almost there, we have 10 more. Last 5. In 3, 2, 1, and resting there. So the next one, if we have a dumbbell, we're going to think about that one arm, lift and press. If you don't have a dumbbell here at home, you can do just 2 arms, curl and press instead, if you don't have a dumbbell at home. So we're gonna do that lift and press, so slight hinge, lift, and press. And then we're going to switch sides. It's kind of awkward to switch. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Then you're coming here, pressing overhead, back to center. Yes, it's a little hinge at the bottom, pressing over, hinging back. So when I say hinge, it means the bum is going back. Then we're pressing overhead. So we're going to switch the hand position. Big exhale. As we're pushing that weight up. Like everyone has a weight that I can see. That's awesome. You've got 10 more seconds to go. So just a small hinge at the hips. Good, last one more. And stopping on those. So again, if you have some light weights, grab those. We're gonna do side to front raise. So with these ones, I want you to set your shoulders, stand tall. We're gonna go side, so slightly forward, and then all the way to the front. We'll go in 3, 2, 1, let's go. That's it. So slow on the way down, a little faster on the way up. You got it. Good on the way down, everyone. Just working those shoulders. We've got 10 more seconds to go. To do it, let's do one more here. Last one. And resting on those. So we are down one round. That means we have 2 more to go. Back to the slow mountain climbers. Getting set up, and remember, take your drinks of water when you need them. All right, we're gonna go back to those in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So again, trying to get your chest over that platform. And tucking that tailbone. Extension, breathe, breathe, breathe. Almost there, you got less than 10. Last 5. Should feel those shoulders a bit too. And resting on those. So we are back to our 1 arm lift and press. Again, if you don't have that weight at home, you can use the towel and a press. We're gonna go 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So weight is staying close to the body, hinging those hips back, and then pressing the weight overhead. You got it. Soften those knees. Almost there. We got less than 10. Let's do one more, last one. And stopping on those. We're gonna grab your weights for the side 2 front raises. And again, don't have any weights, just little pumps in the arms. We're gonna go at 3, 2, 1. Let's go. If you do have any objects at home, they're relatively the same. What am I doing? Oh, I was doing the pumps with the. Also an option. You got 10 more seconds to go. Do one more on each side. And last one. And resting on those. So grab a drink. This is our last round. You're going at an awesome pace today. We're not taking much breaks. All right, so we're gonna go back for our last round through. This is it. So slow mountain climbers. You can do it. We're going 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Your chest over there. Got 15 seconds here. Hold it, bringing that knee in. Last 5. And resting on those. So we're gonna grab our weight. We have our 1 arm lift and press, and we're alternating. Going in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So setting our shoulders, soft bend in those knees. Whoop, I don't know what I did. Crossover. Don't do what I just did. I switched at the top. Good, press on out. Got it, 10 more. Want one more on each side. That's it, one more. You got it. And resting on those. Put that weight to the side. We're gonna grab our lighter weights for those front to side raises. We're only here for 30 seconds. We're gonna go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Really working those shoulders today. Okay, we got 10 more seconds, everyone. Couple more, last one. You got it. And resting on those. All right, we're gonna bring it down a notch, a little cool down to end off. So just think about that inhale, reaching on up towards the ceiling. And then exhaling, just letting it all go. You can hinge at the hips. And then again, nice big reach on up, inhaling all that air in, slowing it all down. Good. Awesome, this time we're gonna bring an arm across the chest. Keep those shoulders down. Kind of look over, shoulder, forward. Just holding it here for a few seconds. And you can release that side. We're gonna do the other side. So again, bringing that arm across the body in towards the chest. Watch those shoulders, keeping them nice and low. Awesome. Hold it, hold it. Good, all right, you shake that one out. We're going to bring one foot over the other foot, but you might want to balance for this. So if you have a counter, use it as a balance. If not, you're going to try to reach towards those toes. So you should feel this in the back of your legs. Just reaching towards the toe. You can see one foot is over the other one. And don't worry about coming all the way down, just towards the toes. Good, and then we'll switch sides. So you're bringing the other foot over the other foot. Same thing here, sinking the hips back, just reaching towards those toes. And I want you to really focus on that breath here. So on that exhale, you might be able to come a little bit further into that stretch. All right, let's come to a nice tall stand, slow on the way up. We're gonna bring our legs, so heel is on the ground, reaching into that stretch, holding it here. You can see my heel is on the ground, sinking that hip back. And then we'll switch sides. So you can bring the other heel on the ground, sinking that hip back. Just giving those hamstrings a little bit of an opening. A little love. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Good. All right, we're gonna come to that tall stand and just going side to side, letting it all go to end off. And we are, what time is it? We're like just on time. Amazing. Love that. Great job, everyone. It was so good to see you all. As always, happy Monday. It was a great crew. We'll see you soon. Great job, Nancy, Marion, Jolene. Bye, Krista, Wilma, Jesse. So good to see you all. See you next Monday. I can shut it off too, Jolene. You don't have to worry. I'll just shut it off.